Apologies was made by Rachel Boyack.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I appreciate the opportunity to take a call on this important issue for the people of Dunedin, but also for the people of the South Island and for the people of New Zealand in terms of the investment that we need in our health infrastructure. Madam Speaker, as the MP for Nelson, I stand in solidarity with the people of Dunedin who deserve a decent hospital that is going to serve their region and their community for decades to come. Madam Speaker, what concerns me greatly from the Minister's announcement today is that they are trying to use my community of Nelson as an excuse to not build the facilities that are needed in Dunedin. Yet the Minister has already made an announcement about an announcement to downgrade the rebuild of Nelson Hospital, one of New Zealand's most ageing and growing populations. It will be the biggest project of our generation. Labor announced the plan last year and we gave the first round of money and the enabling works have been started, and yet the Minister had a plan to announce the master plan for the project when he came to Nelson recently, and that decision was scrapped, and he hasn't even taken a paper to Cabinet about Nelson Hospital. So don't the National Party dare use my community as an excuse to downgrade the facilities for Dunedin or any other community in this country. Now, Madam Speaker, my father built hospitals in New Zealand and he built hospitals in the UK. He built them in your electorate, Suze Redmayne, on budget. On budget and well close to it. It will certainly serve the people of Rangitikei, the Whanganui Hospital, which he built on time and on budget. And my message to Simon Court is that public-private partnerships do not work. They cost more money, they take more time, they cut corners, and they do not deliver for the people in the community. Now, I have a message for the National Party about health infrastructure. Look at this graph. This shows the story of which party, now they're all quiet, which party delivers on capital infrastructure for health. Look at the blue graph. Look at the blue graph. Look at the red graph. Significantly more. Billions of dollars to invest in the likes of Dunedin, to invest in Whangarei, which Shane Reese is also planning to pull down
New Zealand version of Harry Potter.
And billions of dollars for investment from Labor in health infrastructure. How much did the government put into budget 2024? $100 million. Literally nothing. Where is the money that is going to be needed to build these projects? It's gone to landlords. It's gone to tobacco companies. Now, I might sound angry, and I'm probably the angriest I've ever been in this House, but I am bloody proud to be a member of a Labor Party that has a history in this country of building infrastructure, of building hospitals, of investing properly in public health, and saying that public health facilities for the people of New Zealand who can't afford things like private insurance need to be top quality, and they do cost money, Madam Speaker. To pretend somehow that you can be a National Party when Nicola Willis was advising John Key and Bill English, and she's now following the same playbook. Nicola Willis was a staff member during these little tiny blue graphs with no money, and now she's the finance minister who has only put $100 million into capital health infrastructure this budget. She's also shortchanged the entire health system by $1.4 billion for operational costs in that health system. So yes, I'm angry, because public health and the delivery of public health services to New Zealand is a fundamental. It is a critical, essential services for the people who desperately need those services. And in my community of Nelson, I was inundated by people last week at the Home and Gardens show who are incredibly angry that the plan agreed by Labor, that was the clinically preferred option, not the best option for builders, not the best option for the Cabinet, the best option that the medical professionals said. We should be building hospitals that the medical professionals say are the best for patients, because they are the experts, and this government is failing to listen to them. And so I stand here in solidarity as a Nelson MP, because every single community of this country in Aotearoa deserves a decent public hospital. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Well, she just launched a nuke at them.
Yeah. Now we did have Rajan. No, who was it? There was one. Frosty asked about how many does National have any South Island MPs? So yes, they do. They hold the seats of West Coast Tasman, traditionally a safe Labor seat. They hold the seats of Kaikoura, safe National seat. Waimakariri, which is a leaning National post Christchurch earthquake. Banks Peninsula, which was historically a Labor seat. Selwyn, which is as blue as anything. Rangitata, usually a National seat, did flip to Labor at the last election, but hey, that's what happens when we have Andrew Falloon. Waitaki, safe Labor, safe National seat. Southland and Invercargill, safe National seat. So pretty much, three-quarters of the electorates in the South Island are currently held by the National Party.
And Southland has traditionally been a stronghold for the National Party. Southland is farmers and small businesses.
And that's where Bill English is originally from, because I think that's his old seat.
Bill English is originally from Dipton, yes, in Southland.
Has anyone else got that George Bush meme in their head? You know, that moment where the plane hits the second tower? That's the meme that came to my mind when I heard Aisha and Rachel speak. It's like, yeah, sir. Is like Christopher Luxon, the second plane has hit the National Party.
Look, I don't know if we can give that woman more electorates, but let's just give her more seats in Parliament because she was.
Yeah, what? Like he said, why do I hear Boston?
It's a shame you cannot stand and be elected in multiple seats in New Zealand. You can only stand for one electorate and one list position, but you cannot say stand for that. But she could always be what is known as called what's it called? Ingrid Leary, is it for Invercargill, is the Labour, what's it called, MP that kind of chaperones for the area because they don't have a Labour MP down there. So maybe she could have that for a few elections. Maybe she already is in the case of Kaikoura.
Which, to answer the question properly, we do actually have an MP for National who comes and spends time in Dunedin, who I believe actually works here, who is their MP for Southland. We used to have Michael Woodhouse, who was National stalwart in the Dunedin area, but he's since retired from politics.
Yeah, because he got a very low list ranking on the thing and was a bit unhappy, so he went electorate only, knowing he wouldn't win.